Hello once again all, ITSL 2223, organised by the ITSL Hunter. We're playing robdimeglio. See if we can snap this 8-game losing streak, but being USSR and being dealt CIA is not a great start. But if they don't fidel us, we can pitch 5-year plan to it potentially, so that's nice. Right, 441, we'll go Yugoslavia with no independent reds, and let's do this. Not the greatest of cards to opt for coups with. We'd really rather not be playing NORAD. And US-Japan gives up Korea. So maybe we're 5-year planning Middle East scoring. Potentially. Assuming they don't play Fidel. Right, anyway, let's have a wee think about that and get the old hand into... So we've got NORAD, Korean War, 5-year plan, and Indo-Pakistani War. So, don't even really have a particularly great headline. Korean War, and if it fails, use US-Japan to fill it. Yeah. Oy, this is awful. Oh, getting purged. That's fantastic. But that's nice. 3-1. Nice opening. We'll go into Pakistan, Afghanistan even. Fine. This is going to be very rough. But it's going to be what it's going to be. We're going to try spacing NORAD before too long. Truman can ditch Yugoslavia, not too fussed about that. We can get some more mill-ops with the Pakistani war. So I guess we're not going to be cooing a lot this turn. And by a lot, I mean just about any. Ooh, harsh. Well, maybe we won't be snapping the losing streak just today, but whatever. We'll play our game. Well, at least CIA and Truman don't cost us any extra ops. 5-year planning way Middle East is nice. And if Defcon's staying high, we don't even have to worry about if they have Infidel. But we are going to be lacking the ops density to ditch Middle East scoring for cheap and hold 5-year plan through the turn. Harsh. Got off to a nice start with the war though. Let's not bitch and whine. Rob's having a solid wee think. I don't think you have much to worry about, but, you know, if the fear's gonna grip you. Yeah. If they don't do anything bonkers, I do like spacing NORAD. Okay. Fine. I'd like to space NORAD and try and get space first. We do. Well, that's nice. We are binking all of the incidental points. Truman into Syria would allow us to hold 5-year plan after ditching CIA created, which might be useful if Europe scoring comes the turn after. So, hedge our bets there. That leaves Indo-Pakistani War a lot less attractive to event. But we do need the mill ops, so there's always that. If they do play into India, we'd go India on a 5 or 6 rather than Pakistan on a 6. Okay, we are going to hold 5-year plan, and we're going to ditch Middle East for 1 VP. And with Defcon at 5, we can hold CIA a little longer. I'm tempted to go CIA 1 into Austria, so if we get socialist governments, if we keep Defcon up, we can do the same. Oy. Okay, well, no SOCGov then. That solves that problem. Off to the races. We'll take the 1 in 6. Why not? Big 6. Boom. No. That's good for Millops, though, importantly. We'll event CIA first and then play into Austria, because if they don't drop Defcon enough, we can always get a coup off in Italy. Duck and cover and defectors are still in the deck, though, importantly. And playing into India now gives them domination in Asia, just for good measure. So it's a good thing we're holding 5-year plan. Not the greatest of first turns. Wow, blimey. Truman's gone. All the 3 stability areas. Yeah, why not? That feels bad. We're not going to be given a better option for D-style, but we also don't want to give it all away. It's a very generous offer, but we'll use it to sneak into as many safe spaces as possible. Yeah, that'll do it. And we'll resolve CIA first. Now we're not so troubled about Italy, and maybe we'll just put another one in India. Nope, already beat me to it. We'll still pop one in India. And if they don't coup AR6, then we may get a coup on Italy. That was a tough opening round, and being handed D-style, even if we couldn't use it for maximum efficiency, still feels like somewhat of a gift. Very weird. Weird first turn. Still, it's nice that even after several hundred versions of this game, we're still being surprised. Defcon's up to 5. Do we get duck and cover? We don't. We get given Europe scoring. I think Europe's probably our headline as well. knowing that they can't fill France. Wow. And if we don't see Asia scoring, we could hold 5-year through the turn. Yeah, we'll drop Europe scoring. That gets defected, doesn't matter. Now we'll use independent reds. Use independent reds to take India. We run the risk of being snapped off in Burma. Ooh, that's tough. Oi, oi, oi. Yeah. But we kind of want to use the China card to coup Pakistan, don't we? If we put one in, there are a lot of 4-op cards left. Marshall Plan and Nuclear Test Ban. Ooh, that's rough. I think we want to use the China card. Yeah, with Defcon at 5. If they want to coup Burma, then they can. That doesn't feel great, but it's what it is. If they want to use a 4-op card to coup a non-battleground, I'm pretty cool with that. Well, weird start to the game. And that's exactly what they did. Okay. Well, we'll coup Pakistan. Austria, Independent Reds. Independent Reds doesn't do... It does do Czechoslovakia even. We'll go Finland. Alright. We coup Pakistan. Hey, we get a nice coup. Now they have to counter coup there. That's something. And then we... They're going to count... I mean, they have to counter coup, right? They can't just play back in. Yeah. One, please. Ooh. That doesn't normally work, but I'll take it. They've got the China card, so we do need to overprotect. And we want to use independent reds first before remaining abdication. Well, that was a lucky exchange on our part. Marshall Plan nuclear test ban still in the deck. Blockade, Fidel, Suez, Decol. If they don't play into Malaysia, we're definitely eventing Vietnam revolts. UNI on Suez. Yep, sensible. So I think we want to hold Vietnam revolts through the turn now. So we'll event NASA. Oi, Defcon is 3. We will not event NASA. We'll coup Panama. Nice, blimey. Cooing like a boss. We're going to want to overprotect India and South Korea and event NASA. That's the rest of the turn. Hold Vietnam revolts through the turn. Oh, good Asia scoring drops. That's fine for us. So we event NASA first. Yep, worth a pump. Nope. And we'll use foremost resolution to overtake India and South Korea. Holding 5-year plan through the turn, because CIA's gone. This game has been totally bizarre. De Gaulle may come back in the reshuffle, which would be nice for us because Europe is problematic. Anyway, it's what it is. So, I mean, with D-Style gone, that's less of an issue, but at least Independent Reds is also gone. Okay. We can 5-year plan away Europe scoring. So I think Vietnam Revolts is the headline. Although we're not going to dominate Asia. Are we? We're not going to dominate Asia, so we actually want to get Milops. So maybe purging is better. With no access to Europe, to France. Let's see what they've got. They've got East European unrest, Olympic Games, blockade, Arab-Israeli war, nuclear test ban. So purge, if successful, does force them to ditch nuclear test ban, which is something. They don't know we have purge that came out in the reshuffle. Europe 5-year Olympic Games. We've got Olympic Games. Put it in the wrong hands. They've got EU blockade, Arab Israeli nuclear test ban. So they're bound to be using some other card in the headline phase. What's likely if they've got a duck and cover? Defectors. Gamble on decol? Decol, Purge, or Vietnam Revolts. Vietnam Revolts is the lamest. Yeah. Let's purge them. No defectors, please. NORAD. Okay. NORAD is not filled. We are not going to send Marshall Plan to space. We're going to coup with it. So let's get off on Iran. Nice. So yeah, I think we accept the fact we're not going to move into Thailand with Vietnam revolts. And accept we're not going to be in Europe anytime soon, but we will 5-year plan away Europe scoring. And we need to play into Argentina as soon as possible to make sure we're not realigned from there. What a bizarre start to the game. Whoosh. So they're likely to hold blockade through the turn now. Getting them to give up the China card would be fine if they feel like they need to use operations points. But I think our next play is into Lebanon or Syria. And Angola, of course. Yep, using the ops. Using the ops. Okay. We will take Syria and move into Angola. Even with decal. So we know they've got EU blockade and Arab-Israeli war. They now can't space Arab-Israeli war, which is why they're playing into Jordan. But I think we event Fidel, event decal. We want to event decal after East European unrest is gone. We kind of want them to have to give up the China card to be sure of taking Thailand. So event Fidel and play Vietnam revolts are on the cards. Ah, well, they're not wanting for ops. Okay. We definitely event decal now. 1, 2, Thailand. Nigeria, I guess. Yeah. A little frustrating, but we'll take it. One, two, three, four, five, six, seven, eight. Yeah, we're never going to compete on battlegrounds in Asia, frustratingly. Yep. That is fine. Where did the other one go? Time didn't go. Canada for NORAD, of course. Event Fidel. Overprotect Angola. Overprotect India. And, oh, that's nice. We do need to go into Libya as well. So maybe we don't overprotect Libya. India, sorry. Arab-Israeli war blockade and one other card. Warsaw Pact. Okay. Peaky, peaky. Alright, where do we want this? One in Libya? in case we get sedated. And 2 in Argentina, hoping not for brush war, because we don't want to overdo Allende. Frustrating, but we'll do that. So Arab-Israeli war to finish on a 6. Or giving up the China card, which we'd be fine with, but it's not happening. So in the end, through a bizarre and improbable series of events, we find ourselves going into mid-war, relatively well developed in the mid-war region, and about par on score, having ditched Europe's growing 5-year plan, but through a really weird way. Let's have a 6, please. No, that's a 1. All right. ABM's great for us. Muslim Rev doesn't matter too much. And I think we want to ABM and coup Thailand because we do not want them to missile envy it out of our hands as much as anything. So, yeah, let's just ABM treaty. Ah, they do get to see it, so they may defect. Well, we ain't wanting for ops this turn. Spaceman Pope. Right. What do you want to do? Good time to ditch lone gunman. Nuclear subs AR7. Space puppet governments hold John Paul to space the turn after. Puppet governments is uniquely unplayable. Oh. Well, we handed it to them on a platter. We'll still take a coup. India's risky, but on the other hand, they have to want it, and Angola's the place to do it, I guess. Shore up some success, yeah. Probably could have got away with using a 3-op card there, but hey. So India, then they have to use the China card, which doesn't do a lot for them, because that also kills Formosa. South Africa, Thailand, or India? We use SOCGov to take Libya and Iraq. Getting VOA'd kind of sucks, but at least we've got a few ops to play with here if it happens. In fact, if they sit out, we use Muslim Rev to go 3 Egypt, 1 Libya. So we want to hold Muslim Rev for a while yet. It'd be interesting to see if they just overprotect Thailand. Ooh, Southeast Asia scoring is going to be expensive. So I guess to some extent we need to go into Laos and Vietnam at some point to try and score up there. The hunters and brush wars are going to be keenly fought over. They'll be very important cards. So they're still holding blockade, we know that. But there's plenty of gross 3-op cards to ditch to it, so they're not too worried. Yep, okay. Bear trap for influence is always pleasing. That's also fine. You're not going to realign me out of Angola anytime soon. Yeah, that's fine. They're worth a VP in the long run. We're not too worried about Europe. De Gaulle may still come back to rescue me. Okay, we weren't going to try and push for domination there, mostly to not give up mill ops. This is all fine so far. I think we send puppet governments to space. Lovely. Really banking on finding one small step though, because the peaking is going to hurt, and it's going to hurt badly. I'm sorely tempted to put 4 into Uruguay. We're relatively ops rich, and it gives us the chance to convert all of South America. And they now have a coup target. And they're using it immediately, which is great for us, really. Yeah, I'm gonna... This is a bold gambit, but jam Uruguay. And then if this coup fails, move into Brazil. I don't think I've ever sunk so much influence into a non-battleground before, but I think it's the right gambit. It's the place with the highest leverage left on the game board. If we can sweep South America, that's monster. They're going for it. They kind of had to. Now we just need you to roll low. Oh, brilliant. We can even afford to pop another one back in there. Well, now we're definitely holding nuclear subs and inventing and repairing John Paul, because I do not want them to get in. And we do need to watch out for Europe control, but South America could be huge here. Definitely popping 3 in Venezuela to cover Panama Canal, reduce the risk of junta, and also to stop Voice of America kicking in. VOA right now is bad, because we lose all of our adjacency build-up. Should have thought of that. Yeah, okay, we got sedated. Well, with Middle East scoring on, actually, we just give up on Venezuela for now. We'll retake Egypt. So they've got blockade and 3 other cards. Uh, yeah, we event and repair John Paul, I think. bit boring. And we're really hoping to be dealt junta. Not so we can coup somewhere. We can't. Liberation Theology is nice too. Really, if we get the right card timing here in terms of scoring cards and high leverage move, we could be really in it. We'll take 2 in Botswana. I think. Yeah, I think I'm not happy about it, but I'm going to put 1 in Brazil so we don't get VO8 and 1 in Poland. And if they want to jam Poland, I think we're still looking to end this game before Europe control is a risk. But we're definitely holding the China card. And if we can get Liberation Theology and some solid South America scoring card timing, we could end the game early. Very, very weird. Weird. Brush War and Hunter are going to be pretty big game. VOA might show up at a bad time. Yeah, that's fine. That's to be expected at this point. It's a miss, though. They have cooed like garbage, unfortunately for them. Ooh, Libthy. And we got Brushwall. That's big. Okay, we'll open with Libthy, because we can't miss LMV with We Will Bury You, because Duck and Cover's still in the deck. We got Miss LMV. Alliance is worth 0. Brush is good. Quag is great with NORAD, so I think we actually open with that. Lads. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. U2 incident is currently worth a VP and not a lot more else. So, Duck and Cover, Indo-Pakistani War, OAS, Panama, Camp, Colonial, Grain, Voice are all risky. But you think we can headline Liberation Theology and then event Quagmire, yeah? They do get to see our headline. But that's still fine. We'll go Libthy. You got grain sales, you got grain sales. I suppose worst case scenario they pull Miss LMV, but we can give them Alliance for 0. Grain Point Brush would suck actually, but anyway. Let's not get ahead of ourselves. Hunter, of course, is a possibility too. If they... Oh, Hunter. So I was going to say, if they drop Defcon in the headline, we can at least neutralize. Oh, that's big. Foreign Chile. So we start with Alliance Progress, 3 in South America. Yep. We've got Brusher in our back pocket. We can put Lone Gunman back in the deck. Hunter's a shame, but we had some tech there, which helped. They're still holding blockade. Middle East is still to score as well. Gotta go for it. Please miss. Oh, nice. Brush War on South America. Maybe it's just a straight Quagmire to slow him down. It cancels NORAD. If they miss, we can then Lone Gunman to see exactly what they've got. Because we want to hold Brusher in case they clean Mexico and then play into it. Yeah. Event Lone Gun. We're not going to get to the end of the war, late war. Event Lone Gunman cooing Southeast African states. Yeah, okay. So they're blockading away OPEC for sure. They've got Central America scoring as we expected. IPW and How I Learned. So they've got some tech here. OPEC, Willy Brandt. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3. Cuban Missile Crisis. 7. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Yeah, cool. Okay, so we'll queue Southeast Africans. Oh no, we'll put another one in Mexico. We just want to make it slightly harder. If they use Cuban Missile Crisis, we can missile envy them and take OPEC for 3 VP. So there's another part that wants to fill Iraq and Saudi. Okay, that's another VP. Good. Alright, I see a pattern emerging here, so we'll put 2 more in there. And we'll put 1 in Botswana to threaten rear lines of our own. If they raise Defcon, we can always event Latin American death squads to reduce their efficacy. But they are just going for it. Ooh, this isn't good. Ah. Okay, we'll go another route. That's frustrating. Let's see if they play into Mexico. They should coup Nicaragua or Haiti, I guess. Ooh. Oh, be good. Be oh so good. You're good. Ouch. Realigns again. Then we can quagmire them. Yep. Please hold this time. That's game. That is a weird way to break an 8-game losing streak, but I'm going to take every win I can get at this point. Totally bizarre. Ah, dear. That was, yeah, completely insane. Yep. Quagmire throws away OPEC, but they are left with Central America scoring. And they can't get Milops. So Missile Envy gives up blockade. Yeah. So this triggers blockade, and they still have to drop Central America scoring on the next action round because they're not allowed to Defcon to lose to the held scoring card. Yada yada yada. Anyway. Totally weird game. Yep, someone has to lose to me to end my losing streak. So it'll be what it'll be. Commiserations to my opponent. It was, yeah, seriously lopsided. But there we go. Yep, blockade triggers. And Central scoring drops. And Millops put me over the top at the end of turn 5. Totally weird. All right, well, comments are welcome. There's lots to talk about. The D-Star was bizarre. Defcon staying high was bonkers. The peaking made life difficult, but in the end, things just held, right? Sometimes the center does hold. All right, well, I'll let you know when the next game is, and I'll see you then. Thanks for watching, and let me know what you thought.